Welcome to Christian Statesman. I'm your host, Zach Wagner, and this is episode 116, Hidden Lava Flows. There's been a lot of travel this summer. My wife is an elementary school teacher, and we enjoy the 8 weeks or so of true summer when the classroom is not beckoning to either of us for a brief spell. There's a lot of diversity of terrain and scenery in this great country, particularly when you point your wheels west of the Mississippi. We took the old convertible this year, packed our suitcases, and decided to tour some of the far outlying pieces of the Wild West. If you travel America by road, using the freeway system, you quickly come to realize that there is little change in scenery from western New Jersey to Kansas City. It's just endless stretches of greenery, fields, and farmhouses. The occasional city pops up in your windshield to interrupt those endless stretches of America's breadbasket. But once you hit Kansas and Colorado, things start to change drastically. And there are few equivalents anywhere to the Four Corners area and surrounding geographic anomalies, such as Mesa Verde, Lake Powell, Bryce Canyon, or the Grand Canyon. These are natural wonders that cannot be fathomed in a travel guide. They must be seen in person. As we were visiting some of these sites, a curious thing was observed by both me and the missus. All through our travels, in and around the Four Corners area, seen in New Mexico, Utah, and Arizona, were a number of old lava fields and the not infrequent volcanic cone. As we observed these in a cumulative sort of sense, it occurred to us that there must be quite a bit of volcanic activity under the surface of these states, and this led to a bit of an analogy. No one in recorded history has recorded any significant volcanic eruption in any of these Four Corner states, at least not that I am aware of. We've had no Pompeii circa Roman era events there, at least since anyone with written language skills have occupied the area. Yet the evidence of periodic volcanic activity is literally everywhere. It is obvious there are significant flows not far beneath the surface of many of these western regions. And this is very much like the state of our union at this point. We have very hot magma, the flammable flow of fascist politics, coursing underneath the visible surface of our political system. The current administration and its emboldened bureaucratic overlords are reaching into the lives of every American to ignite the destruction of our constitutionally granted civil liberties at every point. For the most part, these efforts are hidden just beneath the surface of our daily discourse. Nothing to see here. Only a crazy conspiracy theorist would think these people are working against us. Yet, this is precisely what they are doing. From the CDC attempting to create eviction moratoriums to the rumors of upcoming additional lockdowns and vaccine passports to the wide-open borders, the bubbling heat of destructive political policy is undeniable. The seeming inroads to fascistic bureaucratic overreach go on with this new group of alleged leaders. Yet it is not blatantly on the surface right in front of us burning down our homes and cities, at least not yet. And as we traveled through the West, it became obvious that just a slight tectonic shift, a mere hiccup in the Earth's strata, could open up fissures that send all of these underground lava flows onto the surface and unleash destructive forces upon our lives. A few major cracks in the crust, and it is ancient Pompeii all over again. Only this time, it is in the suburbs of Santa Fe or Flagstaff. How many of us out there are aware of the dangers that lurk right beneath the surface of our political discourse? How many of us are blithely ignorant of the dangers simply because they are flowing just beneath the surface, out of eyesight? Yet, this does not make the threat any less real, nor any less imminent. How many of us will be caught completely unaware when that crack in the crust does eventually open up, and all of nature's destructive force is unleashed upon us? Just as the fields of surface rock in New Mexico testify to previous surface activity, so the annals of history bear witness that a people cannot allow such imposition on human liberty to prosper. As it is in nature, so it is in the doings of men. You cannot violate natural laws without consequence. Geologic pressure cannot build up underneath the Earth's surface without someday having to vent at the surface for release. Just so, America cannot have these totalitarian ideals building within our governmental and civilian infrastructure without a violent release upon the surface of our daily lives. We need to be aware and we need to be wary. Thank you for being with us. Please subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day.